Hey guys, before this video actually starts, I do want to say one thing, that's that I'm gonna be streaming over on Twitch the two free games that came out for the PS4. So if you have PlayStation Plus, you actually have access to both Neo as well as Outlast 2. One of the games being more of a Dark Souls type game where you actually have to be cautious and technical in terms of how you play, and obviously the other game being a horror game. Now these two genres are games that I absolutely suck at, so there might be some raging in Neo as well as some scary moments that I get really afraid of within Outlast. But I'm really excited to play these two games over on Twitch. If you guys don't know, the link to my Twitch will be in the description below or here on screen right now, twitch.tv/CaptainHuggyFace. If you guys would actually like to come by the streams and actually watch me play through these two games, it's gonna be really fun time, guys. So hopefully I'll get to see you guys there, and enjoy the video. Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Face Gaming here. Welcome back to another anime related video. Which, how could this be? Two videos that have to do with anime almost back to back. How insane is this? But yes, obviously, if you guys don't know, within Dragon Ball FighterZ, they finally released the gameplay trailer for Dragon Ball Super's version of Broly. And even though it had a lot of cool things within it, this character looks like to be a very flashy character, basically almost different to what the original Dragon Ball Z Broly was within the game. Obviously, within the intros, how the character moves, functions. One character, which is the Dragon Ball Z Broly, having armor, and the super version of Broly doesn't necessarily have armor. And obviously, the whole flashy moves, the intros, the outros, the supers, everything seems to be different within these two characters. There's one thing that has a lot of people wondering: is Vic Mignogna going to be voicing this Broly? Now, obviously, if you guys don't know what has been going on, if you've been living under a rock and don't know what actually happened in terms of Vic Mignogna, who is the voice of Broly, within the beginning of this year, when obviously Dragon Ball Super Broly, the movie, actually came out, it was a very huge success. A lot of people are stating this to be by far the best selling Dragon Ball Super movie as of yet. Obviously, the other two movies didn't do as good as this Broly movie did. Now, obviously, when this actually happened, like when this movie came out, there were some accusations towards the voice actor of Broly, being Vic Mignogna, about him doing some sexual harassment and stuff like that, like giving fans kisses on the cheek, giving them quote unquote sexual hugs, and so on and so forth. And all of these accusations led to some voice actors actually speaking out. Obviously, the main one being Monica Rial and Jamie Marchi, which obviously Monica Rial is the voice of Bulma within, she started voicing Bulma within Dragon Ball Z Kai. And Jamie Marchi, I don't know who she is, and I don't want to look up who she is, because if she's against Vic, that means she's just, part of Kick Vic. But these voice actors actually came out basically saying that they've been harassed by Vic Mignogna as well, and because of them actually leading up to these accusations and saying yes, Vic Mignogna has done stuff like this, they fired Vic Mignogna from Funimation. Now, what does all of this have to do with the present right now? Well, when it comes to the Dragon Ball Super Broly trailer that dropped, it was dropped within the Japanese version of it, so it was pure Japanese characters that were actually voicing these, not Japanese characters, Japanese voice actors that were voicing these characters. There hasn't been a dubbed version of this character released yet, which honestly we might have to give it some time, because I'm pretty sure when it comes to the dub version, like the English dub and whatever other dub, they do wait some time before they actually release it. But at the same time, if they do release it, is it going to be Vic Mignogna's voice? Because we do know, obviously, he's out of Funimation and everything. But obviously, when it comes to the games, Funimation doesn't have the entire rights when it comes to the games. They just have it in terms of the dub for the animes and the shows. So maybe Vic Mignogna is going to be saved. But if he's not, what exactly might actually happen to the character of Dragon Ball Super Broly? Now, there's three possible outcomes. The first one, like I stated, he's not going to actually be the voice actor, and they might introduce a new actor, which, in my opinion, if they add a whole new actor to do Vic's part within this game, that is going to be so disrespectful, because there is no one out there who could do Broly like Vic. So many people know Vic Mignogna as the Broly, and if they bring someone else to do the voice, it's not going to feel the same, it's not going to sound the same, because Vic has a distinct voice when he does Broly, and that voice, in my opinion, cannot be repeated. Like, no one could do what Vic does when it comes to Broly. So if they actually change the voice actor, like the voice acting for the character, it's just going to be extremely weird to hear a new voice actually do it. That's the bad one. Like, no one wants Vic to not voice this character. The second one that a lot of people have been saying is that they might actually just keep it Japanese. Now, that would in and of itself be weird, especially for us Westerners over here in the United States. I like to play these games using the English voice actors. Like, it's going to be every other character being an English dub, but Broly is going to be the only one with the Japanese voice and no English dub for it. Like, that's going to be really, really strange, and not a lot of people like the Japanese voice. In my opinion, I do like it. The voice actor who does the Japanese voice of Broly does a really, really good job, but in my opinion, it's no Vic Mignogna, you know? Like, Vic is just so good at what he does in terms of Broly. So if they actually go that route where they only include the Japanese voice for Dragon Ball Super's version of Broly, it might lead to a lot of people not wanting to buy the character, because obviously a lot of people love Vic's voice and they want to hear Broly within the English voice, not the Japanese voice. And the third one, which was the one that a lot of people might are saying that might actually happen, is them actually just using old lines from Vic Mignogna, because Vic Mignogna, I believe, has stated that he has not done any voice acting or any like voice anything for, you know, Dragon Ball FighterZ apart from the original Dragon Ball Z Broly. So the fact that he hasn't recorded any lines really scares people to believe that he's not going to be part of this Dragon Ball Super Broly version of this character. So that's really, really scary. So because he's not recording any lines, that doesn't necessarily mean that he won't be within this character. Maybe they are saying, like I stated, they're going to be using older lines, which is still going to be kind of shady how they're using old lines of Vic Mignogna for a new character. But at the end of the day, I'd rather have Vic be part of this Broly that way, where they use old lines of him, rather than them just kick Vic out completely. Because in terms of Dragon Ball FighterZ, it's more of Toei Animation as well as Bandai Namco. Funimation has nothing to do with this game, so maybe there might be a chance for Vic to actually get in this game and actually record the lines, which I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that he does. Because just because Vic has lost, you know, the lawsuit, well, he hasn't necessarily lost the lawsuit was just dropped because the judge doesn't want to, you know, talk about that case anymore. Just because of that, it doesn't mean that Vic Mignogna has lost completely. Like, I still feel like there's some light within Vic Mignogna, and I'm hoping he does get a chance to voice this character one last time, because obviously I really want Vic to be within Dragon Ball Super's version of Broly within this game, because he did so good within the movie. Let that acting that he did within the movie be portrayed within this character, because believe it or not, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are hyped for this character to come out, especially with this trailer that came out and dropped. It was a really, really good trailer. By far one of the best character trailers we've ever seen before. So much flashy stuff, so much cool stuff happening within the screen, which if you guys haven't checked it out, I will be leaving it in the link within the description below if you guys want to check out the trailer. The trailer is only like a minute and a half long, but it's just so good. So at the end of the day, I'm really hoping Vic Mignogna gets to play this character, but if he doesn't, I'm gonna be disappointed, but I'll still be picking up this game. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. It's kind of sad how Vic Mignogna has basically lost a lot of things up to this point, and hopefully this role of him playing Broly within this game isn't completely taken away from him. But what do you guys think about this whole situation? Do you think Vic Mignogna is going to be replaced? Do you think they're just going to use the Japanese voice acting, or do you think that they're actually just going to use older lines? And are you guys okay with them using older lines, keeping it Japanese, or getting a whole new actor? Like, these changes could be big for this character, but at the end of the day, what are you guys' thoughts about this? And at the end of the day, are you going to be picking up Broly as a character on FighterZ? Because like I stated, I do have the FighterZ Pass for this season, so I am going to be getting Broly. I might not do like a character analysis on the character, but I might actually do a compare and contrast between that Broly and Dragon Ball Z's version of Broly and their moveset. So obviously watch out for that, as well as anything else, Dragon Ball or One Punch Man related that's going to be coming out. Like, there's so much stuff coming out in terms of like news and information and games. I really can't wait for all of that stuff to come out. But like I stated, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you do enjoy this type of content, not this type of content, because I really want to be done with the Vic Mignogna stuff, because I don't want that to be like the main focus of my channel. I don't want to be solely known as a Vic Mignogna YouTuber, I really do want to expand to like, the actual Dragon Ball world as well as games. So if you do enjoy anything to do with Dragon Ball in terms of, news and information, games, and stuff like that, especially for like One Punch Man as well, make sure to leave a like as well as subscribe for future content, because I am waiting on One Punch Man, A Hero Nobody Knows, as well as Dragon Ball Z Kakarot to actually play those games and showcase those games to you guys. And yeah, leave all of your thoughts in the comment section below. Like I stated, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll catch you all in the next anime related video, guys. Peace.